Yo, what's going on, guys? LeBlanc here, and I'm gonna be analyzing this game that I just got Diamond 2 off of. I think I played really well in this game, but I did make some mistakes, so I'm gonna point out the good and the bad, and hopefully you learn something. This is LeBlanc versus Xerath. I actually got camped, and the Xerath played extremely aggressive, so I think I did really well this game. I did make a couple bad plays, but I'll go over those eventually. So for starting items, I went with Dark Seal Refillable. I felt like I couldn't kill the Xerath 1v1, so I went for a more sustained kind of build. Our jungler was auto-filled, so I just felt like I needed to play fairly defensively. And it turned out to be the right choice because you'll see that the Xerath just constantly pushes me in. I don't have a chance to play aggressive. Bye. That trade actually goes in my favor because he's using regular pots and I'm just using the refillable. You'll notice that this Xerath actually isn't going to focus on CSing at all. So I'm actually going to get a pretty big lead on him just off guessing better than him. For some reason, he just wants to play really aggressive. And I think that's a mistake by him because I have teleport. So you'll see I'm actually gonna just go back here. Before the wave hits my tower, I'm at risk of dying because I don't know where the Rek'Sai is. And I just want to play it safe and not die. So I missed 2 CS. But that's it. And Xerath is gonna miss some CS too, so we're about even right now. So I'm just getting raped by his long range. And I get ganked here. Rek'Sai flashes on me, so I have to flash. I was pretty close to dying, but Xerath actually didn't use his flash. I think if he flashed at me, he could have killed me. Notice I still have equal CS to him after that. This was a pretty good play by me. I got his flash. I know he didn't use it from the fight before, so I was expecting him to flash at me. Now he has no mana, so he has to go back, but he's still here for some. He's going back now. So here's another good play I make here. You see, the wave is pushing to me. His cannon creep is a lot lower than mine, so I don't mind backing here, even if my cannon creep, even if his cannon creep dies like this. Like, I'm gonna miss the cannon, but with it pushing to me, I still get a good XP advantage over him. Especially since I'm not level 6 yet, I didn't have enough wave clear to actually shove it in. So you see, he lost this whole wave here. And I gained the wave by backing there. So that's an example of a good time to back. Now, me and him have equal XP, even though I got fucked by the Rek'Sai gank. Just because I made that play there. I fuck up my E there since I'm expecting him to try to juke or something. But he just didn't juke. Most of the time they juke to the side, to the direction that's like further from the middle of their lane. They usually do that. So I try to fire it a little bit to the way that I think they're going to juke to. I know that the Rek'Sai is here, which is why I'm back at this side of the lane. Now since Xerath backed, I just shoved the lane with my ult. And I have a huge CS lead on him. Even though he's been the one playing aggressive with me under the tower, I have the CS. I even have a level on him. I can't follow the Xerath's roam here, so I just ping my team back. Now I know he's still up here, so I'm just gonna shove the wave again, probably with my ult. For some reason the Xerath is still here while I'm shoving this wave in. Luckily the Quinn just used her W so she doesn't die to him. She's getting denied, so since Xerath is up there, I'm just gonna roam bot. This was a pretty good play. My bot followed up. Let's actually watch that again. So I know that Lucian doesn't have E. He pops his flash there. Now, I just keep going in for the chain, and my ADC follows up. That's really good by my ADC, actually. He really knew that we could get the kill, which is smart of him. a lot of players, they would just pussy out there and they wouldn't help me. I knew we could get the kill if he went for it. So, yeah, that snowballs our bot pretty hard. I teleport back to lane. This is why teleport is so useful. If you can't kill your lane, you can roam and then you can teleport back to lane. Or you could just teleport to roam. Either way, it's really good. With Xerath back, I just shoved the wave with my ult again. This was a really nice play by me. I got his summoners. I think I screwed up. Okay, so I RW in, but I queued a creep. If I didn't queue a creep, I would have gotten him low enough to kill him, maybe. But I still got both of his summoners, which is basically as good as getting a kill. Fiddle comes to gank me, but Nidalee's behind him, so I just go straight on him. Xerath does a very questionable ult. That would have been a nice rocket by Jinx. I could have probably jumped in and went for him if that landed. Quinn's losing top, but that's understandable since he got zoned off by the enemy jungle and his Xerath roamed up and just waited in this bush. Xerath's back again, I just shove it with my ult again. Xerath's now really far behind. Let me see if I can change it to... Oh, it shows the items now. That's weird. It was showing the gold before. The items are more important because I want to talk about what I buy. So I got Sorcerer's Shoes pretty early. Pretty important for roaming and dodging Xerath's skill shots. I don't remember when I bought a second Dark Seal, but sometimes it's good to get a second Dark Seal for more sustain because the passive that gives 25% healing from potions that stacks, and both Dark Seals also give 15 AP. Quinn comes mid, just destroys Xerath. I have a ton of regen because the corrupting potion stacking with red buff regen. I'm actually just trying to keep the enemy here while my ult is coming back up. I jump away instead of jumping in because the Xerath, I wanted to bait his stun. Enemy just gets destroyed here. It's because the Quinn, he canceled the Xerath ult, so I can just go straight on them after he wastes his stun. When Xerath has no stun, I'm safe to just jump in and kill them. I'm pretty much snowballing out of control now. I finished Luden's Echo. I can just one-shot anyone on their team. So I'm heading bot to deal with the Yasuo. I held on to my E and just walked into him when he windwalled. You don't want to immediately cast your E when you jump on Yasuo, because he'll be able to block it, but if you keep walking at him, he's gonna have to either walk into you, or if he keeps walking away, he won't be able to block it with the wind wall if he already cast it. I'm teleporting here. I think I die here. I think I fucked up somehow. Oh, when I flashed in, the Fiddle Zanya's, so he lived. I got shut down, the enemy got 750 gold. That wasn't too bad though, we got the tower. I probably didn't need to flash in there though. They were probably low enough to die if we just kept sieging. I think I'm buying Banshee's Veil next because when I jump in, I don't want to get instantly shit on by the Fiddlesticks and the Xerath stun. So Banshee's makes it so I can jump in without being afraid of anything, really. Here I do something pretty good, I think. So I see that the Lucian's low, and I want to go in, but I actually realized that if he's low and he's walking up like that, I'm probably getting baited. So, we can actually look to see that I don't see where the enemy is. Look. Yeah, I don't see it. I just knew that if Lucian's walking up at half health like that, there is absolutely no way that that's not a bait. See? So if the enemy is doing something really stupid, sometimes you have to think about that kind of thing. It was actually 3 people. So yeah, we got the Fiddle ult, and I didn't use anything really. My ult's back up in 20 seconds. Now, with the Fiddle ult being down, we can fight pretty easily. So, we're just gonna get the Rift Herald for free because they can't fight without Fiddle ult. This fight, I just stand on the perimeter, but I'm not gonna actually go in. I'm just threatening them so that they can't go and fight my team. I'm just walking around here and the enemy's really afraid to go in. So they couldn't commit to anything other than killing the Nidalee. As soon as I see Fiddle go in, I just combo him. He could have Zhonya's, but either way I was trying to either kill him or force him to Zhonya so that he can't chase my team down. Quinn's doing work here. She dies, but she draws the whole enemy team here. So I just summon the Rift Herald top, and I'm gonna get this tower. Yasuo's low, so he can't defend it. I cancel my recall here because the Yasuo's low and he's still trying to farm. So I'm just gonna wait and see if he stays. I was pretty sure that this was warded, so I just left though. I have my Banshee's Veil, so I can freely go in without being afraid of anything. Except Rex, I just popped it with this Q, but other than that, it'll be back up in like 30 seconds. Oh, it has 40 seconds, but it'll be like 20 seconds. I'm not sure if I wait for it if I just try to kill them. It's pretty important to have Banshee's Veil against Fiddlesticks so that he can't just ult you and then fear you immediately. Or like when you jump in and you want to kill someone, if you have Banshee's Veil, you still have enough time to pop back maybe, but if you don't have Banshee's Veil and Fiddle just fears you, you're gonna die like the moment you jump in. So it's just a really good buy against Fiddlesticks and Xerath. Now, I was waiting for my Banshees here before I keep pushing, because I don't want to get ganked by the Fiddle and just insta-die. So now I start pushing after I wait for my team to get a bit of pressure on the map. Quinn's coming down to kill this Yasuo. I baited his W, I didn't use anything. He dashed through my E, but it doesn't matter. Because he just dashed into us, so he dies. Now, I'm sweeping to look for the Rek'Sai and the Fiddle. To just make sure they don't have any vision of us. So they have like no wards around this whole area. Now, I kind of see an opportunity here because that whole enemy team is coming bot. So, I TP to Baron, and basically I tell my team, like, let's start Baron, and if the enemy comes, we turn and kill them. So, yeah, the enemy is coming, actually. Now, I got fucked here, but, like, Fiddle literally just sidestepped my ult, so I fucked that up. I meant to just jump in and pop him before he could ult us, but as you can see, like, Banshees is probably what saved me there. So I was still able to live, so it wasn't that bad. The enemy's pretty low, so what I'm gonna do is just clear top and then go back. It wasn't really a throw because I didn't die. Jinx, he goes in with the black shield and just demolishes them. They can't do anything to him. What a beast. Now we're definitely gonna get the Baron. I see Xerath, I just jump in and I pop him, but he lives. And then Jinx finishes him off. This Jinx was a beast, I honored him. He was pretty good. Really, this whole team was pretty good. I'm just doing their blue pretty quickly so I can get level 16 actually. But I found out I didn't get 16 off of it. So I get 16 off that kill. 16 is really important because you get so much damage on your ultimate when you get 16. And the 15-second lower cooldown is huge on your ult. But yeah, this game is pretty much over. I just played it really safe early game and I macroed properly and my whole team was pretty good. So we won. Yeah, pretty good game. I made a couple mistakes where I would like flash in and miss my W, or the fight at mid where I overcommitted when I didn't really need to. But other than those, I macroed pretty well, and I roamed properly. I can't emphasize how important it is to take teleport. Like, at first when LeBlanc got reverted, I was taking Ignite and I had some success with it because people just didn't know how to play against LB at all. But now people, they just shove you in or they take Resolve and then you can't kill them in lane. So I can't stress how important it is to have teleport in at least in high elo games when they know how to play against LeBlanc, because you may not be able to kill your lane, but you can use TP to get good roams. Like, you can just walk down to bot, kill their bot, and then TP back to mid and you don't lose anything. Or when they're shoving you in, you can farm for a bit while you're poked down, then after you're poked down, you can go back and then you can TP back to lane, and you won't lose your lane off just getting poked down by people who are pretty much like who you're never gonna actually fight. It's just really useful, and PP, even though it's getting nerfed by 60 seconds next patch, I think it's still going to be pretty useful on LeBlanc. But yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Thanks for watching.